Right, a very, very good afternoon to you and welcome to Astley Park in Brixham, where the home team Brixham welcomes St Austell for the 12th round in the Regional 1 Tribute Southwest game. And in a few moments' time I'm going to go through some of the teams and some of their performances recently. But just to remind you, this is Brixham, the home team, of course. It is their 150th season. 1875 this wonderful club was formed. And obviously they've been celebrating partly by winning all their games this year, but obviously a lot of other events as well. Just remind you, 150 years ago, 1875, that was just 7 years after the formation of the RFU, and at that time 20 players in each team. You only had the chance to score after you've scored a try cost of nothing, gave you a chance to try to convert it by scoring a goal, kicking the ball over the posts. So things have changed, of course, since then, and things have moved on. But Brixham have been based here since then, and been at this level for a very long time. What I'm going to do in a moment's time, I think, is I'm going to show you the teams. In fact, I'll do that now. Why not? Let's have a quick look at the side starting teams today. Starting with Brixham, front row: Niall Cooney, Kyle Kane, Harry Rodwell. Joel Hampton, the second row, with captain Jordan Watson. On the back row, JP Simonetti and Jason Capaldi on the blind side, an open side, with Tommy Drennan bringing up the rear at number 8. In the backs, Jamie Hex scored a cracking try here last season in this fixture, and Mitch Pincus dons the 10 shirt today. In the centres, Andre Simonetti and Louis Drennan, two sets of brothers in this side, with Conor Donethi on one wing and the irrepressible and very impressive Matt Crosscombe on the other wing, with Joel Ashworth bringing up the rear fullback. Scott Pullerson is on the bench today. He was, of course, I think he's player coach actually, Scott, Jack Dorothy and Kai Kidd. Just two changes from the side that won very impressively last week up at Barnstaple, and that is JP Simonetti. He's playing 6. He was in the centre last week, and Louis Drennan has come in at the centre to take his place. Harry Rodwell moves from hooker to prop today. You see him wearing number 3, and then Kyle Kane comes into the hooker's position. A special word, I think, for Mitch Pincus, who scored a try and 2 penalties last week in that impressive win at Barnstaple. First time they've lost at home in 2 years, so it's got to be good, isn't it? Ex-Ivybridge player, of course. I think he's been here a couple of seasons now. Also played for the England Counties under-20s side, and of course he's a full Devon player as well. No less than 8 of this Brixton team played in the Devon squad last year in the County Championship, and very impressive they were too. Right, quick look at St Austell, slightly different of course, but in the front row, Pete Rowe continues on the tight head. Pete Harris, hooker, and Matt Boothby at the loose head. In the second row, Tom Daniel, and co-captain today, Mark Vine, in the second row. You can't miss him. He's about 6'6", and he stands out of the line-out. In the back row, Rory Jago on the blind side, Caden Michael on the open side, and Adam Powell, number 8. Danny Tyrrell continues at 9, even though he's been regularly as a winger. In fact, he scored 2 tries here a season ago. And the centres, Sam Parsons and Ben Plummer, the other co-captain, of course, with George Griggles on one wing and Arthur Fletcher coming in to replace Jamie Stanlake, who was injured last week in the win over Lydney. Archie Bees brings up the right fullback, and on the bench today, slight change to that there that you can look at. Ben Woodmansey is reserve prop. Very impressive young man, Ben. Word about him in a moment. Hector Bright comes in, and Henry Blackshire is not available, so River Noel, who happens to be my next door neighbour by the way, comes in from the seconds for today. Another impressive, very impressive young man who lives by the maxim: if it moves, tackle it, and if it doesn't, tackle it. Right, we'll go through those teams a little bit later on once again, but let's have a quick look then at some of the form of the teams recently. I beg your pardon, that's the wrong one. Let me try this one. There you go. Now, Brixham, as I mentioned earlier on, have won 8 games on the trot. very, very impressive. They are, without any doubt, the form team in this league. And right at the top of the table there, you can see that a week ago, they went to Barnstable and won 17-18. Caused some consternation by the Barnstable faithful, but from what I understand, someone I know went to the game, they were worth the win, and that's got to be great, isn't it? First time in 2 years Barnstable lost at home. That's a bit of Devon rivalry going on there for a very long time, so you can imagine how important that is. Before that, they won away at Sidmouth, which is not an easy fixture anymore, 15 points to 20. They beat Matson at home 39-14 and won away at Lydney 5-25. St Austell's record is not as impressive, of course, but recently it has been. Just last week, they beat Lydney 14-3, having lost to them by 42 points to 20 earlier in the season. And then 2 weeks before that, that's the one that stands out really for the aficionados, is that for the first time in their history, St Austell went to Launceston and beat Launceston in a league game. Final score was 19-29, and they were well worth it. And before that, big win over a struggling Ivorybridge team who've really lost form this season, 52-14. And prior to that, St Austell went to Wootton Bassett and lost 50 points to 38. Now, for those who were there, probably about the right result, although St Austell did score 2 tries very late on. That leaves, if you look at the league table, you can see from there that Brixham is sitting pretty in 3rd place on 42 points. And St Austell, I've got a feeling, I need to check on this, but I think that might be the highest position St Austell have been in this league, which also means it might be the highest position they've been in their history. In 6th place on 31 points, having won their last 3. But they're coming here today very much as the underdogs. I'm sure nobody argues with that. But like you say, you just never know, do you? It promises to be a Christmas cracker, this one. Now, I mentioned a while ago that there have been 3 games between these two sides at this level. St Austell, of course, only promoted last season into this league, and they came here in the first game of the season and drew 34 all. And I would say, but they were a little unlucky, I think, probably to not to win it, because with 5, 6, 7 minutes to go, they were 14 points up. But Brixham don't know the meaning of "you have lost." Came back, scored 2 absolutely cracking tries right at the end to tie it up. The final conversion, last kick of the game, drew the game. What a fantastic fixture that was. I thought they were all going to be like that last season. It turned out that was probably the best game of the lot. Later in the season, then, when Brixham travelled to St Austell, they won that game by 14 points to 6, I think the final was. And earlier this season, back in September, St Austell, I think a bit surprised for many people, St Austell won at home 26-22. And a bit like the first game between these two teams, it came down to try right at the end of the game to win it. In that case, it was Danny Tyrrell who scored 2 in the home fixture here last season. You'll hear that I'm sitting in the crowd, and a lovely lot they are too. But be aware, there's going to be a bit of noise here and there. And as I look, I can see the St Austell boys are just making their way back into the changing rooms. I'll have a look at the team again in a few minutes. We've still got, I make it 7 minutes to kick off. But before that, let's have a look at the try-lights from the game earlier in the season, which St Austell won 26-22.
Hi, I'm Jay Grigg, Director at Suena Lettings, and as a St Austell player for 28 seasons, I'm super excited to be back supporting the club. The club's given me so much, and it's absolutely awesome to be able to give something back, even in a small way. I'm looking to support the lads over another tough season, and also support landlords in another tough environment. So if you guys know a landlord who could benefit from an experienced letting agent who will let them manage their properties as if they were our own, catch up with me in the bar. I'd love to show you how we can help them out.
Sucker for suffer for this. Don't bother trying to explain them. Just hold my hand while I come to a decision on it. Sooner or later, your legs give way, you be gone. Save it for later, don't run away, let me down. Sooner or later, you hit the deck, you'll get thrown out. Save it for later, don't run away, let me down, you let me down. You run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, let me down.
So there it is, Danny Tyrrell scoring the try right at the end to pinch that game 26-22, which means that the 3 times that these clubs have met, it is 1 draw and 1 win apiece. But I have to say, looking at it right today, I think most people here are expecting a tough day at the office for St Austell, having looked at the form of Brixham. Won 8 of the last 8 and some very impressive wins throughout the season, including a win, of course, over Exmouth, the league leaders. Referee today is Chris Hoadley. It's the 3rd time he's refereed St Austell this season. I have to say, he's one of those referees who been described to me as a safe pair of hands, and I think that is a very fair description. He's been around the block a few times, very experienced.
All right, how you doing?
Very experienced. Sorry, I'm just saying hello to one of the officials of Brixham. I have to say, it's one of those clubs you come to where you're made to feel really welcome. You know, it's win, lose or draw, you want to come back here, and that's always a good thing, isn't it? Now, we're just waiting for the teams to come out, so I'll show you very briefly, again, the starting sides. So, for Brixham, Niall Cooney, Carl Kane and Harry Rodwell. Second row of Joel Hempton and Jordan Watson. In the back row, JP Simonetti, Jason Capaldi and Tommy Drennan. Number 9 is Jamie Hext. Number 10, Mitch Pincus. 11, Conor Dunethy. 12, Andre Simonetti, and Louis Drennan is the other centre, with Matt Croscombe on the right wing and Joel Ashworth bringing up the rear full-back. For St Austell, front row of Pete Rowe, Pete Harrison, Matt Boothby, Tom Daniel and Mark Vian. In the second row, Rory Jago, Caden Michael and Adam Powell in the back row, with Danny Tyrrell at 9, Matt Shepherd at 10, Arthur Fletcher, George Ruggers on the wings, Ben Plummer, Sam Parsons in the centre, Archie Bees at full-back, with Ben Woodmansea, Hector Bright, and it's not Henry Blackshear, it is River Knoll. As you can see, St Austell had just come out onto the pitch, and just to remind you, I should have the audio of referee Chris Hoadley throughout the game. But it does break up here and there, and that's a technical issue I can't get round. But if you watch the highlights on YouTube tomorrow, I'm able to make sure you get clean feed from the ref. There's Mitch Pincus coming on the field first. Had a very fine game, but it's an Austell, that young man. As you can see, there's the huddle. Conditions will play a big part today. No doubt about it. St Austell playing right to left into a very stiff breeze. I think the forecast was something like 20 gusting over 60, so it will make a significant difference. And I'm not sure which is the best way to play. It's not my decision, but St Austell certainly playing into it. There's Chris Hoadley.
Yes.
And I'll just make sure.
They always put me down as Gloucester. So
Yeah, there's Chris.
I don't know which one's worse, to be fair. You ready, fellas?
So 2:30, here we go. Brixham against St Austell.
Let's go forward.
So I missed that. Too busy making sure he's doing some recording. So it's going to knock on straight away. And this, of course, as it always is, going to be a key part of the game. Front row, Niall Cooney, Carl Kane and Harry Rodwell, who are some big units, let's be frank, against Matt Boothby. Let's just leave that team there.
Yeah, on the left.
My mistake. I think we're back in this. So first scrum, Danny Tyrrell to put in.
Set!
There's George Gilgis, who we last week. That's very solid for St Austell. Danny Tyrrell has a little look himself against Matt Shepherd, who kicks to the corner for Arthur Fletcher's first chance to have a run, and he's not far away. Taken into touch, lovely tackle there. That might have been JP Simonetti, hard to say from here. But we've gone from the first scrum to the first line out on
Take the line,
the
Black.
Brixham
There you go.
5 metre line.
Always marked defensive line, yeah.
So Kyle Kane to throw. Coming to the side this week. Taken very well off the top by JP Simonetti. I think it's John Paul.
Touch.
Oh, that's a lovely knockdown. I think they might get a knock on there, but the referee's playing advantage.
Touchdown, he's made no effort.
No, he's saved no effort to get away. It's lost for pick and go, and he's turned it
No,
into a
you've both
penalty.
gone down, you've got to make an effort to move. They ran into each other, take the penalty here. No,
You
both
can
of
hear
went
Jordan
down on the
Watson,
ball, he was
skipper,
pushing
saying,
back, I'm happy
I
with
couldn't
that.
get away from that, but the referee quite right saying you have to make an effort. Even if you can't get away, you've got to show you're trying.
What you doing, fellas?
PRS know what Pete's going to do. He's going to have a look. He's going to have a look, isn't he?
No hands now!
The cavalry arrive, but there's a brick wall in front of them. I should add, I've got a pound on Matt Shepherd, score the first try. There he is. It's George Gilgis, he steps inside. He's not quite there. The defence covers across. Pete Harris again. Let's have a rumble.
Yeah, he's held up.
Referee is right there on the spot. He said no, he's held up. So there'll be a 22 dropout. Sorry, a behind the post dropout. One of the new laws this season. Takes some of his old timers time to get used to it.
Come on, Brixham!
So Mitch Pincus
Yeah, when you're ready.
will attempt to put a bit of distance on this, as I'm sure he does. Taken by Matt Shepherd, who looks wide to Archie Bees. You know what Archie's going to do? He's going to have a look. Oh, that was a not quite hospital pass.
Stay black.
Might have been a doctor's surgery pass. There's Adam Powell.
Yeah, drop. The way he dropped, turned into it.
Pete Rowe
Dropped and
penalised for
turned
dropping over the ball.
into- Late and low. Late and low, drop turned in. 8 red.
Oh, I beg your pardon. It was Adam Powell, the guy's not Pete Rowe. Apologies to Pete. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him. And Mitch Pincus pushes it down right in the corner. Strong wind behind him. It's quite easy to do. Well, I say that, if you look at the wind on the far side, it's swirling a bit, isn't it? Forecast is for the chance of showers, but slightly better later than earlier. So Brixham have an attacking line out. Taken by the skipper.
Leave it 6-6, well done.
That's Mitch Pincus, who's got very tricky feet, that young man. He's a lovely runner.
Home advantage offside midfield.
Referee's played advantage, offside, and
Nothing coming. Offside. 13 red offside.
you can see a bit of charisma from the faithful here.
Because there was crossing.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Couldn't see that. He didn't make it clear.
Watch on there, you'll see he did. So Mitch Pincus with a chance to, I know it looks like a fairly easy chance actually, to put points on the board for offside for St Austell after crossing in the middle, which is the second penalty. No advantage came, so the referee brought them back for that one. scored 2 penalties and a try up at Barnstable last week. Bitch, Ivybridge boy, also full-time firefighter. So, first blood as it were, after St Austell had a golden opportunity, I think, to score early on. They're not going to get many of those in this game. There's Mark Tom Daniel, chasing like a gazelle.
Stay red. Pass back.
I think as kicks long as it's easy to do, but Archie Bees is there.
Keep moving, keep
And
moving.
attempts, I think, to
Outside.
Pincus again. He's outside the 22. Gives it to supporting player who gets Max Croscombe the chance to run. He's a difficult man to stop. But he lost the ball forward there. And St Austell bring it away in the form of Danny Tyrrell. You know what he's going to do. No point in asking.
Still playing for the knock on.
He knows the knock-on came. He's playing advantage. Matt Shepherd looks to get it wide. Ball was missed, and George Bugles couldn't hold it, so we'll bring him back for the scrummage.
We're
the far
not
side.
going anywhere, fellas. We're just moving back and forth. Come back for the original knock.
Let's say just a quick apology if I get the players' names wrong, particularly Brixham boys. I'm only going by the numbers. I don't know the players very well, so if I get your name wrong, please forgive me.
Comes off.
The referee's waiting. Time off for looks like an injury. No, he's okay. I think it could be Jamie Hext. We'll have to wait for the scrum off. Coming in.
Comes on.
Yes, indeed it is. He looks okay.
Crouch! Bye! Set! No. Just a bit the far side, it's alright.
That's Harry Rodwell on this side. Up against Pete Rowe, the very experienced Pete Rowe. I think Pete's about 36, maybe even 37 now. Been at St Austell all his playing career. One of those Mr. Reliable, never misses a training session, never misses a game,
Crouch!
never lets you down.
Bye!
Danny Tyrrell to put in.
Set!
It's another good scrummage by St Austell. It's an area they've certainly improved on. Danny has a little look and he feeds Arthur Fletcher, but he's got nobody with him except Rory Jago. Donned his cavalry uniform and turned up. And you can see that there's Brixham defence law lined up for that. So Shep decides get it down the park, and you can see the swirling wind there puts pressure on Mitch Pincus. He finds Arthur
Take it
Fletcher
back.
with him, but
Keep moving black, keep moving black.
good bit of footwork. Even Matt Shepherd can't take it, and I suspect he'll just wait and put that down.
No, I'm not having people screaming. So, okay.
I think he's saying that was touched in flight, so it will be a dropout from behind the goal line. I think Matt was expecting a 22 dropout there, but came off a St Austell player. Bearing in mind the wind, it's not a good place to be in, is it? That gives it some leather. Only as far as Jamie Hext, who has a look. Looking for that man there, and he finds him eventually. Matt Croscombe, who was very impressive at Devon in the Devon final game last season up at Ivybridge. Once again, it's JP Simonetti.
No, you're not on the ball, let it go, Red Tape.
That's Andre Simonetti. Spinkers goes wide. They have scored. The I couldn't see because, as you can see, everyone stood up. I think it's going to be an issue a little bit in this game, but we'll do the best we can. Try given to Tommy Drennan, number 8.
Both of you.
With the score on to Brixham 8. St Austell 0. Conversion to colour. There's Mitch Pincus with the conversion attempt. Not an easy kick in these conditions. But Brixham were very pleased with that start. Struck that well, but it's just fading across to the right hand side. So Matt Shepherd to restart. Of course, he's normally a scrum half, but in the absence of the injured Chris Ashwin, he's taken over the 10 shirt, and Danny Tyrrell's moved in from the wing. Don't think it makes a lot of difference, actually. You know, Matt's been at the club, he's played over 300 times for St Austell, and that includes having sections away with
No, I didn't go back. I didn't go back.
Launceston and Redruth, and of course Plymouth Albion for several seasons. Came back 4 years ago as player coach. Always lived in St Austell, started at the age of 5.
Nice and square this side, please. Both of you, nice
And
and
he was
square,
one of the
please.
first youngsters I coached at under 12 level. And despite that, he's turned into a very, very good player. Still a key part of the Cornwall side. Won 3 times the Chad County Championship at Twickenham. Went on England Counties tour in Romania a couple of years ago. And I'll be very surprised if he's not in there again this year. That's a good scrummage by St Austell.
Stay 9, stay 9.
He says him to stay down. Mitch Pincus looks, he's got nothing to lose there. He's got the wind's going to carry the ball. He's also got, oh, that's scuffed it. That's a big mistake there by Archie. He's not like him. And looks to me like Matt Croskin is going to go in to score. That's very unlike Archie. I'm just guessing that problem with the wind. Right. Matt Shepherd will restart. 15-0 down.
Let's go back. No, back off black.
Tom Daniels there first. Couldn't hold on. So Pincus is doing the same thing again. Boot it in the air. You've got nothing to lose. That's a bit more like it from Archie Bees. Although he's got the young Mr. Croscombe to keep him company. Rain from the crowd, but the referee's right there. He said no, that's fine.
Use it.
There's co-captain
No,
Mark
black, you're
Vine.
on the ball.
It's not St Austell's normal game. Their inclination is to go wherever they are on the pitch. They'll tend to run it, certainly early on. But on a day like today, the conditions are really important. As Mitch Pinkers has just shown once again, every time he's kicked the ball, and he kicks beautifully, he's made serious yardage as he did just then. So St Austell have the line out. Pete Harris to throw. There's a short one to Caden Michael. Matt Shepherd passes and loops round Sam Parsons. And that's what they're trying to do, is to get that man, Archie Bees, in space. One of their danger players, I think it's better to say, a danger man on the St Austell backs. Matt Shepherd has a look, Chosen goes. He's very well tackled by skipper Jordan Watson. There he is again. This time it's Adam Powell. Sam Parsons. Once again, Ben Plummer beats the first man. Can't get by the second. He's got close support. Referee's playing
Let him go now, tackle! Plenty of
For a high
advantage,
tackle.
Penalty advantage!
Matt Shepherd knows he's got an advantage, so he's got nothing to lose by having a little go. Ben Plummer needs support.
Still playing.
George Trevor can't hold on.
Just going straight across. 14 up to back.
And referee Chris Hoadley, of course Somerset Society, takes them back for the penalty, and I'm just guessing there's been opportunity for St Austell to gain some yardage.
14 back too high. You're good? Yeah, you're good. What, high tackle? Oh, it's first from him. But yeah.
Ben Plummer just having a quick word with the referee. Of course, he's the other co-captain, asking about high tackles. Chris Hoadley replies. First from him. Of course, if it's persistent for several players, the referees will talk to the captains. I think in most games they tend to do that. If it's one individual, they usually get warned, then it's a yellow card.
You good, fellas?
Depending on the severity, of course. Okay, line out to St Austell with Pete Harris having a quick word with Pete Rowe. If you're a gambling man, you'd bet on Mark Vine getting this at the front.
I know what they're doing.
At the back either. And it just goes right over the top. And Brixham, in the shape of try scorer Tommy Drennan, rescue it. And Mitch Pinkers kicks it to the right side of the pitch. Lovely kick. Made a good 50 metres there, and there's nothing Archie Bees could do about it.
Take the line, please, guys. Run!
Not my place to criticise, but I wonder about the wisdom of, in a very windy conditions, about throwing the ball long. So in this occasion, Pete Harris decides I'll go to Mark Vine at the front of the line. The ball was stolen there in the tackle on Caden Michael. Oh, that's a lovely tackle by Sam Parsons. Trademark.
You're holding him in. You're holding him in. You're on the ground holding his shot. I can see you holding him in, 12. No, you're holding him in. I can see you doing it. Not having it. Go let him roll.
That Shepherd takes it quickly.
No, he didn't
Doesn't
touch
go
that.
very far though.
Never touched that.
Oh, that's a lovely little dummy. Believe it or not, that's Kyle Kane, the hooker. Not supposed to do that.
Touch.
Looks to me like that could go dead, but Archie Bees beats the first man and the second. He might have a look now, he's going to kick it. But he doesn't find touch, that's perhaps because he's not trying to. And he doesn't make the tackle either, which means that Brixham, in the shape there of the centre, Andre Simonetti, are back into St Austell 22. Very comfortable on the ball. Locked on there.
No. 1-1. Leave it, fellas, leave it.
Conrad and Ethy been doing the
Press forward.
calm it down boys thing.
You go, guys. Yeah. It's your scrum. Let's go then.
You can't see it, but the clouds are going by at an enormous rate of knots. Gusts of up to 60 miles an hour today. The conditions aren't bad. Pitch is held up very well, despite the rain. It's obviously been looked after. Big crowd here today. My guess is north of 400, maybe more than that.
Set!
St Austell, so far, Scrummaging has held well against a bigger set of forwards, I think. Matt Shepherd trying to roll it into touch, but it only goes as far as fullback Joel Ashworth, who does big old boot back to Matt Shepherd. He's going to have a little look, step again. Scored 2 tries.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so that's fine. Wasn't above the 90.
It's forward.
And Pete Harris was
That was 2 there. First off red, black, take scrum, black ball.
2 knock-ons. First off St Austell, so it'll be a scrummage there.
Or at your top done, done. Yeah, you did.
Come on. Focus, let's go, let's go. Let's go then.
Yes, force!
Let's go. Lower.
That's Harry Rodwell, who was hooker last week.
Crouch!
On the right hand side of the scrummage there.
Squeeze, sink.
Fine.
Jamie Hex put in. Scored the first try ever between Brixham and St Austell in the game here last year. That Croscombe comes in. You'd imagine that he'd have passed that, but it went forward from the tackle. You can see his disappointment. I think he thought he was away.
Yeah.
Already got one. White line fever a little bit, but he scores lots of tries, that young man. St Austell will be very keen to get back down the field. They need to get into this game, they need to score soon, anything until 15 points down with about 25 minutes played.
Crouch! Fine. Set!
Danny Tyrrell waits for the settle. Sort of crabs a bit that, but Danny Tyrrell is collared by Jamie Hext. But he does manage to keep the ball. I think Matt Shepherd's got to
Let's use it
clear
now,
from
too.
here. Although Pete Harris is going to have a little run, little rumble. Well tackled there by Jason Capaldi. And Shep decides to hoof it. And on this occasion, he does find touch. Kyle Kane to throw, taken cleanly. Once again, you see that Croscombe's always there close to the ball. They use him in on the blind side. He's a big man to stop. Players left, they got an overlap. But Niall Cooney has a little look. He might just have knocked it on. I think St Austell might have turned that over.
He was fine.
Adam Powell gets man and, well,
No, you've
ball at
got
about
past.
3 men. And he has to be rescued by Archie Bees. He's turned the wrong way, but he's got support.
Leave it, fellas, leave it, fellas. Ball's out, ball's out.
Ball missed. Sam Parsons has very little opportunity here. So Ben Plummer has a little look, says, I'll have a run. But he's very well tackled by Conor Donetti there. That was hard. On that occasion, I think Joel Hempton is going to be word. Going to be spoken to by the referee there.
Off the ball. Let's tackle on the...
No attempt at a tackle, he said. Shepard's fine. He's as hard as carbon fibre nails, as according to his wife he is. Might decide, let's have a look. Let's have a little run. And that's a really nice kick there, under pressure. It's Archie Bees again, who's probably still smarting for the road mistake he made earlier on, which led to a try for Matt Croscan. Just scuffed the clearance, and Brixham took full advantage. There's a score, 26 minutes played, 15 mil.
No, that's fine.
That's a nice well taken off the back there.
No,
Danny Tyrrell steals it. So Austell have men out wide, and there's
Bunch
George
over for the
Regilgus,
knock-on.
he's looking. He needed help there quickly. Gets in the shape. Caden Michael. The first up defending by Brixham has been very, very solid. There's Matt Boothby. First time we've seen Matt with his ball in his hands. He was one of St Austell's principal ball carriers. Matt Shepherd looking to put, again, Archie Bees into space, but he can't get past the second man there. Pete Harris.
No, it's gone
There's
back.
Danny Tyrrell. Scored 2 tries in that corner a year ago.
Steady,
Matt
fellas,
Shepherd
steady.
once again, but he's once again man gets
No
the
releases
ball
now,
with
tackle,
man.
move. Stay back.
Opportunity for St Austell. They really need to get something on the board. Mark Vine takes on 2. Sam Parsons. Something clever. He gets close support, but he needs it again. Danny Tyrrell looks left, goes right. Matt Shepherd looking once again. There's Tom Daniel. He's well tackled by Matt Croscan, right in his face. It's funny, the crowd have gone quiet. This is the first period of concerted pressure St Austell had in perhaps 20 minutes.
Stay black.
And can they convert? There's Tom Daniel again. He likes some
Let him go, tackle.
like an elk. Ben Plummer, who's impressed so far, doesn't quite get there, but he's not held. Danny Tyrrell has a look. He's got men on the left. He goes right. Finds Caden Michael, who's got support from Adam Powell. And once again, St Austell keep the ball. It's about 12 phases. Mark Vine tackled again by the fullback. Again. And there's an overlap 3-on-2. Matt Shepherd has a look himself. Can he get there? I don't think he can.
Let him go.
Pete Harris has a look. He still can't get there.
Stay black.
They're only about 2 metres from the line, and
No, that was off on red.
Arthur
That was
Fletcher
off on
gets in
red.
the way. But Danny Tyrrell keeps the ball.
No.
Archie Bees comes into 9, and Adam Powell says, I'll have a go at that. But it's very difficult. That first up tackling has been very impressive.
No hands, let him go, tackle.
That's Vine again. He's been prominent. Pete Harris, who takes some stopping. Cornwall under 20 player, of course,
Step back, step
last
back.
season.
No, it's not. That's fine. No,
Also finding it very hard to
use
get
it
past
now.
that first man. There's Matt Boothby. Can he do it?
No, you need to out.
It's slow ball. Brixham been very good at slowing the ball down and it was lost. But the man was
Floor out
offside
again.
who dived on the ball.
No, not interested. There you go. 12 black, not releasing.
Peter
12
Harris
black
can have a
and
look.
playing on
Of
the
course
floor.
he is. He gives to Matt Shepherd, who has a look. He's got men with him, but he's very well
Release that
put.
tackle, let him go!
He's on the line, but he can't get over. It's going to be like he's on his back. Austell has got men left and right. There's Rory Jago, who's also, and you can see there, Danny Tyrrell takes it quickly, and he goes over, but the referee says no. I didn't blow the whistle to restart the game. I think he's going to have a word with one of the Brixham players for having a chat with Jordan Watson there.
I've had 3. That's all.
I think that's Rory Jago on the ground.
High tackles
Yes,
up,
it is.
guys. That's the warning. Yeah, that's the warning. We've got a man down there still.
Referee stopped the clock because of an injury to, let's see who it is. Could be, yeah, I think it was Mitch Pincus, but he's on his feet and looking good. And the referee brings him back for a scrummage. Well, with our time approaching,
Nice and square, fellas. Nice and square.
and the clock
Think
on the
about
ball
where we
they're
are.
showing 26. I'm not sure that's right. I'm not sure as anyone's restarted it. I think it's 36.
Crouch! Bye!
And Austell really need to get on the board now to make it
Set!
difficult. Danny Tyrrell, Matt Shepherd comes left. He's got Sam Parsons with him, and he's also got George McGilgus. That's probably only the second time George has seen the ball. He had a pretty straightforward run in, and from looking at that, so St Austell on the board, 15 points to 5. And on the way here we had a little gamble on who's going to score the first try for St Austell. I think Ian Giles has won.
Hey, crack on, he's not in your way, is he?
He'll be pleased with that. That'll buy him a holiday for 2 in Luxillian. Well, you want to go to Luxillian, of course.
About 45. Yeah.
That's a very difficult kit. You can see the wind
might
on
do,
the
you
flag
never know.
there. That's going to be very, very hard to convert for Matt Shepherd.
Yeah.
And I'm that's clearly over gale force. You can see from the trees in the background
10.
the he's giving it a good wooly wallop. Oh my goodness, what a kick, what a kick. That's worth 4 points for that in these conditions. Lovely kick by Matt Shepherd.
Yeah, I've got him.
Mitch Pincus is the man who's injured, but he's on his feet and looking okay, if a little groggy. And I think the Scott Paulson, who's the player coach for
What's he doing?
Brixham, he's having a chat with the
Is he
referee.
doing
I
blood?
think maybe he has a blood injury and he's going to go up for attention, come back
Got your
on.
man on?
He
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
thank you to the PA man there. Kai Kidd comes on to replace Mitch Pincus. That's a good wolf. Matt Shepherd. There's very little option there from the angle. Nowhere else to go, so he gets the ball about round to the 10-metre line.
Here you go, fellas.
Lottery's line-out's been a bit of a lottery. Almost inevitable this wind. It's not really. It's gone with throw most times, but there's overthrow, not straight. Not bad considering the conditions. There's Carl Kane. One's Tommy Drennan.
No, he's not on the ball.
That's good yardage. Tommy Drennan, the try scorer. Brixham use their big men driving every single time. And Jamie Hext has a look, looks to bring his winger back on the inside. Didn't need to. He's kept the ball.
He was fine, he's all right. Actually. Move, everyone!
There's that man Croscombe again, this time coming in from the other side. He stays involved with the whole game. It's probably one of the reasons he's got a prominent try scorer advantage being played to Brixham.
Yeah.
And the new fly half has a little look. He said, what have I got to lose?
No, it was too high here. You were just too high that first time.
Danny Tyrrell does the cleaning up on us, but the referee's going to bring him back for a high tackle.
5 red, too high.
That's against Mark Vine.
Shot call, fellas.
And you would imagine that Brixham will have a pot at goal from
High
here.
shot. There you go.
You don't have to imagine. That's Joel Ashford, the fullback, who's taken over the kicking duties from Mitch Pincus.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Clock is now showing 36 minutes played. This is exactly what Brixham would want going into the half-time break. 18 points to 7 up.
Yeah.
So after the best period of the match for St Austell, they managed to get on the board, but Brixham have come straight back. And penalty by Joel Ashford. Moves the score on to 18 points to 7.
Come on in, Briggs, and again.
I don't think Matt Shepard's in any big hurry, and looks like a patched up Mitch Pincus is back on, and Kai Kidd has gone back to the bench.
And we've got 3, just under 3 now.
They want 3 minutes to half time. And Tom Daniels always there first for the kick-off. Works very hard that part of his game. Nice Pincus. He has a look. He knows he's got Croscombe out there. And that's always a good option.
No. Now move, red one!
It's just starting to rain. You can see the wind driving the rain right to left down the field.
On the ground.
So Matt Shepherd takes it quickly and has a look. He's got Danny Tyrrell outside him.
An advantage, chap.
Danny's going to have a look. Of course he is. And St Austell retain it. Over Ben Plummer gets it wide, trying to find George Gilgus, but going to bring them back. And if that's a full penalty, which I think it is, that might be kickable for Matt Shepherd, bearing in mind what he did earlier on. Or, as the first half comes to its conclusion, he might decide, let's look at the corner and have a line out, catch and drive. Hard to know from this position. I think it's quite conceivable that St Austell will have the advantage of the wind in the second half. With 90 seconds to go, Matt Shepherd points to the posts, and yes indeed he's going to have a little go.
He's already called, T's on, yeah.
Because he has 1 minute to take the kick, that means the game will restart for about 30 seconds.
You tackled you down, I shouted tackle release, you then can't release the ball and stand back up, it's got to be instant. It'll be instant.
Referee having a word with Jason Capaldi there, who was a bit bemused by what happened. He thought he was within the law. And Chris Hoadley telling him what he did, you must stand up first. So Chris Hoadley looks at his watch. The stadium clock says 38, the referee says a minute and a half, and Matt Shepherd attempts to nudge us a little bit closer. 18-7, this would make it 18-10. And the flags go up, and the half-time whistle goes. So,
Okay, good. Yeah, it is a little bit.
Welcome back to the second half of Brixham against St Austell. I'm sure you'd agree, if you've been watching from the beginning, that it's been a cracker of a game. It always is between these two teams. I've seen 3 of them before and they've all been absolute crackers, all of which actually have gone down to the wire. In fact, 2 have been won with the last move of the game. I'm not sure about that today. St Austell, of course, now playing left to right, so they've got the wind behind them, but they are trailing 18 points to 7. Try by Tommy Drennan, followed by one for Matt Croscombe, and towards the end there, George Gilchrist for St Austell on the left wing, sailed in for St Austell's first score. That's Adam Powell. Oh, is it? No, it's Mark Vine. Did very well to steal that. There's Adam Powell. Matt Shepherd decides, if I kick it in the air, it's going to go quite a long way, isn't it? But Jamie Hext is there. That's good play. Didn't go quite as far as Matt Shepherd anticipated, did it? That's lovely little dummy there. Gets the forwards rolling forward at pace. There, Matt Boothby rescues it, but referee's playing advantage for a forward pass. Boothby couldn't get away, and Danny Terrell finds himself in the middle of the pitch. He's got Archie Bees, and it goes as far as George Gilchrist. Doesn't make it past the first tackle on that occasion. That's poor hands, I'm afraid, and it's stolen.
Let it go, 10!
In this position, they've got men left and right. Hext goes right, finds Mitch Pincus. It's not Mitch Pincus, beg your pardon. That's Jordan Watson, the captain, who is probably being the principal ball carrier in this game.
No, he's moved, that's fine. Steady, fellas.
There's Mitch Pincus, there's a little look. Finds Matt Croscombe, who has support on his inside. And that's a lovely tackle by Archie Bees, but does he get there? No, he does not. That was a golden opportunity to put a bit of daylight between the two teams there. But what a tackle by Archie Bees there. Round the ankles, what looked like a try all day.
There you go, guys.
Or into touch, and also will have the line out.
They're on the line. Too much.
There's Pete Harris. Goes to Vine up the front. After we look to set this, and you've been fairly certain Matt Shepherd want to
That's some more, keep it up.
give it some welly.
Don't change, no, he hasn't changed his spine, he's on your 1. He didn't change. No, you can't. No.
No, I got that wrong. Archie Bees goes wide. He's got men with him. Beats the first, but not the second. And the ball is stolen.
Tackle. Let's come back to his legs.
Always a risk when you run
That's
from
out,
line
that
22.
was fine, that was out.
That's called as out.
No, that was back.
And Danny Tyrrell
That's fine.
picks up. But he's bundling the touch like some rag doll.
There was. Time's off.
And I think there's an injury to one of the St Austell players. It's hard to see who it is from here. Could be Sam
Time's
Parsons,
off, guys,
actually.
time's off. Got a man down.
Yeah, it is Sam Parsons. Sam had a persistent shoulder injury on his neck and shoulder for part of last season, and that's the area he's holding now. So you hope that's not what's wrong with him.
You take the line.
But I would say Sam is
you take the line.
one of those lads. He's a serious athlete. He'll have to drag him off, I'm afraid. Coach and horse is needed.
Oh, yeah.
He's on his feet, looking good.
I've seen him, yeah. No, I'm all right at the moment, thank you. Yeah, you take the line, guys. Time is still off.
Flags on the far side
No, because Physio's still on.
aren't as active as the ones on this side. The ones on this side are going berserk.
Physio's on for their 10.
But I'm guessing that's because the wind is swirling a bit. You can see the one there, right on the
Time's back
22, as Kyle Kane throws in. Mark Vine gets his big mitts in the way, but he wasn't able to hold on to it. He's helped by Caden Michael.
Outside.
Harris looks to pop it. Matt Shepherd hoofs the ball right down the park, only as far as Joel Ashworth. He's got Matt Croscan with him. I beg your pardon, that's it is.
No, release him, 12! Let it go, 12, you're the tackle!
Sam Parsons doing the donkey work.
Leave it, guys, leave
There's
it,
some
guys.
physical stuff going on down there.
No, release, tackle, he's down, move 11!
Arthur Fletcher having a wrestling match with Matt Croscan. Not many come off better than that one. That's a lovely little pass, but he wasn't able to take it. Referee's playing advantage, but he's not coming. This juncture, having repelled what looked like a certain try, you'd imagine St Austell would want to play down inside the Brixham half. So even from here, I think Matt Shepherd looking to put it in the corner. Although, as we've seen already, Brixham are very happy to counter-attack.
Outside, Mark's over here. Ready? It's got check just in case.
Custody just pointing out that outside that the 50-20 if they wanted to look at that. That's a very good scrummage by St Austell. I think the referee's indicating advantage being played for standing up. So St Austell have a little look. Matt Shepherd will take it himself. And he finds Sam Parsons on the break. Still playing advantage. Ben Plummer looks to find try scorer George Tregilgas. First season back after several away. Matt Boothby bounces off the first match.
No, you're crawling forward, we'll come back.
And he'll bring them back for the penalty, which is probably too far out to kick. Although you never know in these conditions. I wonder whether Matt Shepherd will have a look. You can see he's looking at the post from here.
Got a physio one.
This is nothing if not a physical encounter. Defences have been the dominant factor, I think, in this game. Both teams' opportunities have been few and far between.
Looking for two prizes this afternoon's match raffle. Ticket number 2819, 2819 and 2649. 2819, 2649.
7 minutes played in the second half, still 18 points to 10. Just to remind you, if you're watching from St Austell, that Boxing Day game between the Spartans and our good friends and neighbours from Lankelly Foy kicks off at 11 o'clock and continues off the field into the bar for a long session after that. So if you're looking for a bit of post-Christmas Day cheer, there is no better place. Always a crack of that game. Matt Shepherd just cogitating. When he rejoined the club 4 seasons ago, Matt, when St Austell were in the league below this, in South West 2, Matt scored 35 tries in 1 season. I look down there, somebody's gone off the park, I can't see who it is, but Hector Bright, wearing 21, has come on. You won't miss him, because he's...
Time's back on.
Matt Shepherd decides to go for touch, because his work rate is outstanding. Big, strong boy. Recently joined the police, he's been away doing his basic training, and he was available this week. You can see from that the ball travelled with the wind.
Get the line, Black.
There will be a St Austell line out, and you would imagine like that. Oh, that's lovely play from at the front there. I think that was Jordan Watson got his mitts in there. St Austell attacking opportunity snuffed out.
Use it.
That's Mitch Pinker, so he puts the ball up in the air and finds touch. So he gains about 6-7 metres. That's very well done from that position.
There you go, please, guys.
St Austell will have another line out and be quite clear that The Brixham defenders there have got Mr. Vine sus. They know when the front ball's going. Couldn't stop him that time. So take it cleanly and get the roll for the maul.
Keep it up and keep it moving.
I think that's Caden Michael with the ball at the back. Bit of wrestling going on, some of that's it. And they're still get it going forward. Very, very hard to stop. But they have done. Danny Tyrrell finds Pete Harris, who's well tackled low. It's lost all right on the Brixham line. That first up defence has held again.
Use! Step back,
One more, I keep saying, you can hear it from here. One more. Pete Harris. The ball stolen from an offside position. That was high, said the ref. Danny, sorry, Matt Shepherd takes it quickly, but the referee says no, wrong position.
Okay, I was happy with what they're going on there.
Joel
You guys were
Atchmus
getting
takes
around
offence
and then
at
dropping to the
something,
ground. The tackler was on him. I was happy with that. There were two.
Tom Daniels said.
As the man was going.
Tom really takes a backward step. And with the score at 18-10, a penalty here would put St Austell put them in bonus point range because if they do lose this game. And I think that's probably the reason why Matt Shepherd's going to have a little pot at goal. Although from that far out, I think the inclination is to say we should attack and go for the try. Matt Shepherd's having a word. No, he's opting for the points. What is a sign of maturity? And of course, has to work very hard to get down there. They got reward for it. So with 11 minutes played in the second half, the score is 18-13. That means one converted try, which would put St Austell in the lead. But I think if Brixham score next, then St Austell have got a mountain to climb. It's one of those games. It's close. 8 on the bounce. Brixham have won. St Austell 3 of 4.
Back off for red. What's forward?
Stolen. Matt Croskin. He's such a hard man to stop.
He was fine tackling moves. He was fine. Hold it. Back 5, hold it.
Quite clear.
Red 2 is fine.
The referee Chris Hoadley, you're holding on. Matt Shepherd makes, my guess is 50 metres for that. Although he does have a serious wind behind him.
Come on, Rick.
There you go, please. Thank you.
Jordan Watson's been exceptionally good, I think. He's taken 3 in this game at the front of the line, defeating the peerless and fearless Mark Vine. That's Hector Bright's first carry. It won't be his last. It's also look to go wide. Lots of appeals for a forward pass, but the referee could not have been closer.
It's going back off of black, that's fine.
But Brixham will turn it over.
That's the ball now, keep it up! Let's take them back.
Brixham do that lovely 1-2 passes, and then the man takes the ball. He's got a pot of players with him. They've done that so many times in this game.
No, they're fine.
There's Niall Cooney. Big strong boy. Very, very impressive scrummager as well.
No.
Referee playing advantage.
Red 3, not releasing. Penalty advantage.
Still playing advantage. That's JP Simonetti, who can play in the centre or in the back row. That's lovely interplay by Brixham.
So advantage over. Now leave. Let him go.
That's a good
That's
counter.
fine. They
Right?
drove straight through.
Come on, Brix!
That's fine.
And Matt Shepherd steps over and steals it. Finds Danny Tyrrell, who's scragged. And it looks to me like it could be, it's an hostile ball. Archie Bees goes in and Matt Shepherd looks to step, but he's hit high and hard. Well, maybe it wasn't, yes it was. Archie Bees looks, where are the men? Danny Tyrrell takes it. He's looking for help outside, but it's not there. And he knew what was happening, he knew it was a penalty advantage, so he just waited.
Like 7. You were all on a warning for too many high tackles.
Yeah. So referee Chris Hoadley says quite clearly you're on a warning, too many high tackles, and Jason Capaldi takes one for the team. I think that might have been his first one. One of the areas where referees can't be too careful these days.
Yellow card for Brixham number 7, Jason Capaldi, sponsored by Derby and Derby.
Just a quick word from our match
That's good,
sponsor,
guys.
St Austell Print today. Thanks once again for your support for the club. It's always most welcome. Don't forget, as a club, we are the largest by numbers in Cornwall. We have teams for 2 senior men, sometimes 3 senior men's teams, a women's team and youth section, which now numbers over 300 with a team at every level, from under 6s to the Colts. Very much a community amateur club with all but one of the players out there today having come through the youth section, the mini junior section. And that is Adam Powell, player number 8, who joined from Lisgard earlier this season. Simon Daniel manages to get it second bite.
That's some more now, keep it up! Don't change 5, stay where you don't change.
St Austell set piece work has been good today, but I think it's fair to say that ball in hand, Brixham forwards have had an advantage. P. Harris goes, can you stop him? No, you cannot. That's lovely play by Big Pete. He is so impressive ball in hand, the young man. He's only 20 years old. Played for Cornwall under 20s, of course. He's been one of the standout forwards for St Austell for the last 2-3 seasons. He had the very big boots to fill of Miles Davey, of course, who's since escaped and gone to live in Dubai. And I hope he's watching today, Miles. Because Miles, if you are, that's how you do it. He'll thank me for that. So that move by P. Harris ties it up, 18-all, with about 18 minutes played. So as we approach the final quarter of the game, absolutely everything to play for. 2 tries apiece. There are some people, I think, including some of the St Austell faithful, Matt Shepherd hoofs it, but he's unable to convert that far out. So the scores are tied. 18 apiece. You can hear the crowd urging on the Brixham players. They probably had the edge in terms of, well, they certainly have had the edge in terms of possession. But St Austell have worked hard to get down the pitch twice in this half, and both occasions they come away with points. Oh, Matt Crossan couldn't hold it. I think he might have knocked on.
Yeah, it was just lost forward. Just lost forward as it went to ground, then it was gone out.
That man worked so hard.
Just lost it
You'd
forward,
think
then
he
he's
was a
knocked it
forward
out.
sometimes, because he's always there where the ball is.
And he went forward, then he banged it out. Yeah, this is inside, yeah. There you go, fellas.
So, scrimmage is pretty much even Stevens. I think St Austell did get a lovely drive on for the last one, which resulted in a scrum penalty, but the first one in this game. Not sure who has gone off, but I think it might be
Fine.
Can't see from here. I'll have a look in a moment. So Danny Tyrrell put in.
Keep it up.
And Brixham attempt to get a drive on. It's also lock out. Matt Shepard unable to take that, but Sam Parsons hoofs it, but it's partly charged down. There's an opportunity here. Well, that's two mistakes that St Austell have made, kicking the ball out of defence, and 2 tries to Brixham. First up.
Try score for Brixham by number 13, Andre Simonetti.
You heard it there first. Andre Simonetti, try scorer, put Brixham back into the lead with an easy conversion.
Time's off.
I think there's a injury to one of
Time's
the
off. Yeah.
Brixham players.
Time's off.
So if we stop the clock, we're now into the final 20 minutes. I'm not sure who that is. It could actually be Mitch Pinkett again. He's been in the wars today. Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah, I think
Time is back
he's
on.
still suffering from a cut you got earlier on. He's receiving a pension with the physio, but he wants to play on. Been a key player. But he's not taking the conversion. Joel Ashworth steps up to do that. So that's to be very disappointed with that. Just took a bit too long.
Okay. It's 10. Oh, it's 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah.
So Matt Shepard will restart, hoping to get the St Austell machine going again.
No, it's off his head.
Once again, Tom Nelms is there first, just managed to knock it back. And Pete Rowe gets his hands on it. There's Matt Boothby, you know what he's going to do. Man over the ball. And did beautifully there.
No, he was fine. No, he was fine. He was on the ball.
That's Tommy Drennan, try scorer earlier on.
Already given the penalty.
Receives the plaudits of his teammates. Hands on the ball.
Back to you, bud.
Matt Boothby did not release.
No.
Clear as day.
Sorry.
Joel Ashworth with a nudge. Didn't make as large as he wanted, but would of course a
No, that wasn't me. No, that's
Brixham put in.
You know, as soon as I put my arm out, you know, yes, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Kyle Kane. Taken well at the front there. I think it was Jordan Watson, who's really had a fine game with the line out and the loose actually.
No, 10 was fine. Tackler's moved. 10 was on the ball. No, tackler's moved. No, tackler's moved. 10 was on the ball. He's happy with that as well.
Once again, Jordan Watson asking for an explanation. Very clear. He's released. Tackler's move. So St Austell where they want to be, and if they can score again, we have a grand finale facing us with probably 17 or so minutes left to play. There's Pete Harris, try scorer. Taken lovely, beautiful top of the line out there.
Advantage 6 and 17.
Trouting mating season. Mark Vian and St Austell. Pete Harris.
Playing advantage.
So Matt Shepard's looking for help. Didn't get it. It's all a bit static. but I think he might have been waiting for the penalty.
6-17 came straight.
Yeah, he knew something I didn't.
6 and 17 black through the side.
2 Brixham players, 6 and 17. That's Jack Dorothy, who must have come on recently. And John Paul Simonetti, who's, of course, one of the try scorers earlier on. Matt Shepherd sticks the ball just shy of the 5 metre line.
Yeah, that's good to see.
And St Austell have a
6 cool.
attacking opportunity. Jordan Watson can do his best to get in the way of Mark Vine, we know that. So also need to be clever about this. They might even go long. No, taken by Vine, although he was taken with the ball.
No, that's not black. Leave it, guys.
Pete Harris goes again, just like he did a moment ago. He beats the first. He takes some stopping. And St Austell have men left. Which way they go? Matt Shepherd looking. Is he going to make it himself? Yes, he is. Well, we might have a game on. Matt Shepherd,
this, yeah.
not Dan Tyrrell. So Matt Shepherd with an attempt to convert his own try. Gets to St Austell within 2. That's a very difficult kick, especially on that side. With a win like this.
Oh, sorry, ladies.
This to tie it up. I think you might be asking, if you're one of the Brixham supporters here, or even one of the players actually, why has St Austell not gone away? You know, Brixham have had so many opportunities, so much possession, but St Austell are in a bit of form themselves. They've won 3 of the last 4. Very impressive win up at Launson, as I mentioned earlier on. Good win against Lydney last week, and they've continued to show that they are certainly a force to be reckoned with in this league. Their highest position ever in this league. Matt Shepherd has a nudge, and he gets it. Well, just when you write him off.
How long left?
Just when you write him off, Matt Shepherd scores a try and converts it to tie the game up. 25-25. I don't know who wrote this script, but they're really good at it.
Hang on, 15. Hold on.
Mark Vine receives some attention, he's just hobbling along. But a hobbling Mark Vine is still what you want in your team. Rich Pincus to restart. He gets it high.
Back off of black.
Take it knocked backwards off the black player. And Pincus looks to kick it long. Arthur Fletcher's on his own down there. And I think he's going to find Matt Shepherd,
Inside.
who will hoof it as far as you can go. And that is some kick. That's a 50-20. That's more like a 70-20 actually. That means St Austell will get the line out. This is an absolute, what a lovely kick by Matt Shepherd there. I don't think St Austell have actually had the lead in this game yet. They've come from behind every time. They've tried it twice. And this is an opportunity for them if they get anywhere close.
So it's not a 50-22. It's got to be a phase. The same as in the 22, it's got to be a phase. So it's
no, it's not a 50-22. That's why the line out goes to Brixham.
No, you've got to have a phase. You just kick and kick.
Yeah, that's right. He's saying it was kick, so it didn't count. Good job the referee knows the laws, isn't it? Because I'm sitting up here thinking that's lovely play once again. So you're going up in the air. Arthur Fletcher gets the ball, but he gets a man with it. Not had a chance to show his pace yet today, Arthur. Another one of the youngsters in the team. There's Hector Bright. He's somebody you also want to get into space. And Matt Shepherd looks to go wide. He's got Danny Tyrrell, George Regilgus, but the ball went back forward off him. So advantage being played.
Knock on advantage.
Now Cooney do the sensible thing. It's the area where Brixham have really had the edge in this game, is that support player running around the breakdown, particularly from the scrummage. Arthur takes it again. He's got Matt Croscombe looking at him, but he finds Archie Bees, who's looking to get the ball wide. Danny Tyrrell will straight it, but he's caught.
It's not the ball now, it's been cleared out.
Archie Bees carries on the same direction. Rory Jago has a little look. That means Caden Michael must be the one who's gone off the field. I've not seen him for a few minutes.
No, he rolls straight into the channel. Straight
There's
into the
Ben
channel.
Plummer, and
Penalty
we're playing advantage. Arthur Fletcher can't take the big pass. And Matt Shepard knew what he was doing. He knew there was a penalty coming. Now from that position in this wind, Matt Shepard might just decide to have a little
he's
go.
rolling straight into the channel, slowing it down.
Remember him distinctly. Remember him
Not now, thank you.
last
Not now,
season
thank you.
when St Austell were 1 point behind against Oakhampton away, where he kicked a penalty with the last kick of the game to win it from inside his own half. And I think we'll see what Matt decides to do. He's running back with the ball
12
now.
minutes, yeah.
Referee said 12
under
minutes.
13, actually.
It might make more sense put it in the corner, but you can never tell with Matt. No, he's going to put it in the corner. I imagine he'd have a little pop. That's a lovely little kick as well. Takes play to within 10 metres of the Brixham line. And it will be a St Austell line out with probably 7, 8, 9 minutes remaining. All down to the referee, of course. And they don't come much better than this. 12, take your pardon. I'm looking at the clock and the referee's saying 12. Much more significant. Oh, that was a lovely take, but taken off the top by Tom Daniel. St Austell had the ball.
No, the ball is available.
You can see Adam Powell having a look. St Austell have a drive on, but they're well repelled there. Pete Harris flattened. Go again. Danny Tyrrell ferreted. Extra bright, looks to take it, didn't do so. And once again, that first up defence is very impressive. It really takes some beating. There's Caden Michael, takes it on himself. He's got support from Matt Shepard. But the counter ruck comes in. Danny Tyrrell looking to get wide. Ben Plummer's beaten one. He needs help. He needs it close. Matt Boothby picks and goes. But that defence has been awesome. Absolutely first rate. Danny Tyrrell looks left and then goes left. Matt Boothby takes it on, but he is repelled. Can he keep the ball? They can't break this line. It's been so effective, but I think... And you can tell from the crowd.
Wants to talk to me and go away. No, he's screaming at me, high tackle, high tackle, high tackle. I'm not having it. You're number 3. I'm not having it all the time. He went into contact, it's fine. Your ball, he's screaming at me.
That's fair enough. But that's an opportunity wasted.
Captain was talking to me.
Matt
Number 10
Boothby
didn't say a word.
screaming for a high tackle, and the referee says, I'm not having him screaming at me, which is the right thing.
10 didn't say a word to
It's
me
one of
then.
those things in the game, isn't it? It's a very easy thing to do, is to appeal for the decision, but you need to be aware that the referee's got a hard enough job. So that pressure relieved,
Just say it's good, thank you. Just say it's
and
good.
Brixham
Yeah.
attacking chance once again. The lineouts worked very well indeed. As it does again. I'm not sure who took that. There's Matt Croscombe doing what he does so well.
No, 10 moved! You jumped!
Jamie Kemp. Jamie Hext. Good work by him.
Stay red.
Very acrobatic. Oh, that's unlucky. That went
No.
forward. That's stolen.
He's got a release. Got a release and
There's
move
a
away.
forward pass there, missed by the ref, but he said
21
not
red.
releasing.
21 red. Your one,
That's-
he was fine. 21 red's got a release and move away. He was fine then. That chap there, 21. Yeah, he was attacking. No, I saw him go down, then your 2 came in, but he's got a release and move first.
I'm not sure why Mark would question that. It was pretty clear. And one thing you do know is referees don't change their minds, do they? And that's a golden opportunity, but didn't find touch. And Matt Shepherd, will he find touch? He's kicked it very long indeed, and it's well taken. I'm not sure that is one of the replacements.
No,
Number
20
18,
red, you're not on the
which
ball,
I
let
think
him
is quite a
go.
kid. He's like a youngster to me. That was a lovely run by him. You know what? If I was the referee, I'd be tempted to blow full time now. It was, Matt Croscombe says, "Get out of my way." He's got close support. Matt Shepherd gets his hands on it. And as you can
10 was on the ball.
see, he won
10
the
was
ball.
on the ball. No, 10 was on the ball. Tackle and move. 10 was on the ball.
I understand he's on the ball, but I can't clear him out.
There's an awful lot
14 moves
of
out,
questioning the
well, I was
referee's
happy.
decision.
No one, your 9 went straight for the ball when he should have competed, shouldn't he?
Jordan Watson doing the same, I think, as Mark Lyon there. You certainly cannot criticise Chris Hoadley for not explaining his decisions. He's more than fair. And Matt Shepherd nudges it. Body makes 25 metres. And it will be a St Austell line out.
7.
Well, probably less than 10 minutes to play. And right now, it's anyone's game. 25-25. Oh, it's a really lovely take off the bat there. Always hard, throwing long. But St Austell turned it over.
No, ripped in the
And we've got men left. Ben Plummer looks to find Archie Bees, who's not had many chances today. He's been well tackled. There's Matt Boothby, who always makes yards with the ball.
You're passing the ball into him.
And Ben Plummer looking for help here at Sam Parsons. It looks to me like there's a knock on. Arthur Fletcher finds it. And Tom Daniel finds Mark Vine. That Shepherd beat me into that sidestep. There's Adam Powell with his Maori sidestep. He keeps the ball though. And that went forward from Brixham
Nothing
hand.
coming from the first knock. We'll get back.
Referee's playing advantages for the knock on.
Your man's recovered it and you play through. If I'm at the front, I can't see everything at the back.
And once again, Jordan Watson having a chat with the ref.
No, he's just in toe. His head was down, it was just in the tackle. He didn't do it, no. I was pretty much there, I saw what he did. Just go.
So it will be a St Austell scrummage just outside Brixham 22. The clock is ticking. The wind is still blowing.
Yeah, so as I saw it,
Wouldn't it be nice if it ended in a draw?
He was propping himself up.
A bit of Christmas cheer, except I think for back to Brixham,
Time's off, fellas.
who I think maybe expected, most people expected to have an advantage in this, with Austell being
Time's off,
underdogs
till
in
the
this
physio
game, but
goes.
they've showed they're made of tough stuff. 3 tries apiece. 2 of Brixham's tries have come from defensive errors by St Austell. Charge down kicks out of defence. They all count. So there's Danny Toole to put in.
Crouch!
So you can be fairly sure we'll be looking at a snipe. He does.
Set! Offside. Flanker. It's your flanker. Cap 5, captain. Your flanker came up into the front row. Flanker came up into the front row.
Quite clear. He said there that that's Ben Woodmansey, I think, might be playing flanker. I'm not too sure. Is he propping? Or whoever was on this side of the scrum was penalised for boring in, pushing into the front row. As you can hear,
Flanker coming up next to him and drive
as you can hear, the Brixham faithful looking for that side to Raise the game.
How many? What are the numbers?
What a cracking game it's been. What an absolute cracker.
What's going on? What's going on? All right, we've got a sub coming. What are the numbers? Okay.
Ben Woodman please replace Pete Rowe for the last 15 or so. That was very difficult, but a strong win, but referee said play on. And would you believe it, Matt Croscombe comes in the line, and he's got men outside him. Going to make it? Yes, he is. Well, what can I say? Best try of the game, without any doubt. Absolute beauty. And if they are to win it, that deserves it. Kai Kidd, not long on the park, got himself position. Matt Croscombe did the hard yards, fed the winger, went round behind the posts.
Just under 4. Just under.
I have to say at this point, I really do dislike the sort of biased, lack of impartiality from some people in the PA who are more than happy to forget that St Austell came here to play this game. There's an obligation to be a little bit more polite, I think.
You know how.
So,
What their big bull guy? No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah.
bonus point try, of course. And St Austell have really got to everything. Don't leave anything out there. They've got to raise their game and they've got to try and get better. They've done it 3 times. Can they do it a 4th time? Who would bet against it?
An advantage too high, number 3.
High tackle, penalty coming.
The advantage too high, number 2.
It's 2 high tackles in succession. That was a sort of didn't go very far, but Joel Ashford got it back. Good tackling by Ben Woodman there.
No, you come through the side, we'll go back. Where is he?
No advantage coming, so the referee's bringing them back for the high tackle.
You got 2. You got 1 high tackle there, or 1 further back up. Nothing malicious, they just slipped up. It's back here, too high, number 2. Red 2 just slipped up on him. Red 2 just slipped up on him. Red 2.
P. Harris
Oh yeah.
in lies there for, I think he said just slipped up. He
okay.
made the tackle and slipped up to above shoulder height. I'm looking at the clock on over there, it's saying 40 minutes, but that's not the one that matters. That man there, the orange shirt, is the only one that matters. I have to say, he's had a very good game once again. Went forward from St Austell, and block was being played.
Yes, it was. It was knocked on off the red hand in the line-out. It's just lost forward of red hand in the line-out.
On balance of play, the score to me is just about right, I think. But St Austell have not given up. And I think they've shown once again that they are one of the improving teams in this league, occupying 6th position against Brixham, who are 3rd, and one of the contenders for promotion. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. If they win this, stays as it is, they'll be their 9th successive win.
Approach! 3, 6, Brixham, 6, 5, 6!
Jamie Hex put in.
Let's come out, that's fine.
Jamie Hexter handling it there on
No,
the
it's
ground.
fine, no, he's
Only
released
Cyril
it,
complaining,
that's
but referees to play on.
It's out,
Fair contest.
No, it's still back foot.
Well, you can see from the Brixham players' reaction, they are very relieved, if nothing else. And it looks like until 6 minutes or so to go that St Austell were in with a shout. So the final score, Brixham 32, St Austell 25. St Austell would leave with a bonus point, but Brixham will get 4 tries and the win. Just to remind you, no games next week over Christmas, but there is one on Boxing Day at Astley Park. I'm sure, like me, you feel a little bit sense of disappointment. I hoped it was going to end in a draw, but Brixham never know when they're beaten, do they?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Another fine game, I think, by referee Chris Hoadley. Always Mr. Reliable. So, final score here at Astley Park. Brixham 32, St Austell 25. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you after the break.
Thank you very much. Thank you.